This is just a video to quickly show my charger installation. So what I've got is 40 amp breaker in my DB that is applied below the earth leakage, coming down this conduit and into my panel. The cable supply is 10 millimeter. The cable coming in here at the bottom, and then it feeds up to this 40 amp double pole breaker, and I installed a secondary 16 amp breaker because I thought while I'm busy I can just as well put a weatherproof box on the outside. The main circuit goes into the double pole 40 amp breaker, and that goes directly to a contactor, and from the contactor it goes down into the charger. Then also supplying from the 16 amp break, we've got our control circuit. The control circuit runs my watt hour meter and also my indicator lights and my little reset button. I've got Home Assistant integration on this due to the fact that I cannot run more than 12 kilowatts at a time. So this Sonoff watt hour meter also has got a switch on it. So whenever my geyser switches on, this contactor will switch off, and when the geyser goes off, the contactor will go on again, and that obviously switches the charger on and off. On the outside we've got these indicator lights. The two green indicator lights on the top will either show if the geyser is on or off, or if you switch that reset button off. When the red light is on, like it is at the moment, the unit won't charge. What I found with this AC charging card that activates the charger, you do have the option to keep it there for I think 10 or 12 seconds to make it permanent, but because I switched the power on and off to the charger, that time actually resets. So what I had to do was I had to tape my card to the charger, and now it doesn't matter whether the contactor goes off and on. When the contactor switches on, the car can actually charge. One issue that I found was that if the car was charging and this whole system was on and it stopped charging, it will not start charging again just by plugging it in. So fortunately I do have that button over here, so this one will switch the contactor also off and on, and that will basically reset for the car to be able to charge again. Now going onto the cable, I just installed the cable going through the panel there with a male adapter, and this just pulls out to be able to plug into the charging port on that side. At the moment my cable is just coiling up here at the bottom. When the doors are closed, it's not an issue at all. It just coils up and lays here at the bottom, and it uncoils and extends when I pull it out. It doesn't tangle at all because points never cross. So they don't tangle up. It doesn't look so nice, but at least it's inside the panel. So I'm still exploring some ideas to have maybe a reel that will auto wind up, but it's not so easy to get hold of something like that. There's a couple available, but they already have hoses on and cables on, and that makes them quite expensive. So that is the system that I use to charge the C-Line 6.